Hello, welcome back to Chat About It, Don't Shout About It with me, Rachel, the Queen of the Woke, as crowned by one of my haters. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you to everyone who has joined me already. I couldn't do this without you. So it is Keep It Positive, and this is the moment where we talk about my life in Japan. I will continue my first holiday in Japan in another video, but I actually came across one of my old videos that was uploaded to my YouTube channel, old YouTube channel that's inactive now, Small Girl Big Japan. And it is a video of the first place that I lived in. So the first flat, the first apartment that I actually had. And there's one thing that I will actually note about this is that the Japanese really know how to utilize space really well. So this apartment was in a place called Tobitaku, which is in Chofu, and it was actually found by the company that I was working for me to rent every month, and it wasn't that expensive. It was really quite cheap. It was about 38,000 yen per month, and it was about, so that would have been about, oh, I don't know, about 300 pounds ish at the time, and it was 300 pounds for a flat. So take that as what you will. It's a bit more expensive in dollars, so probably, I don't know, somewhere between $320, maybe $400 max. Obviously, you have your bills on top of that as well. Now, the sound is turned off for this video because I used copyrighted music, and as you can see, I have a 2-bit camera and much, well, I say longer hair. My hair isn't that long, but okay, so there we go. It was apartment 203 in Tobitaku. I obsessed over the fact that I had a doorbell. I don't know why I found that so obsessive. And the key lock was actually very different. You didn't actually have a key, you had like a card to get in. Okay, so I'm entering here the Genkan, and you actually have to take your shoes off in the house in Japan. I know it's not as common here, but you definitely have to here. So let's just wait for it to turn around. So off come the shoes. Oh, and that thing on the left-hand side, I'll probably talk about it in a minute. Oh, that's my shoe cupboard. That is actually where you store your shoes. You don't leave them out, so they go into the shoe cupboard in Leo Palace Apartments. Nifty little double door locks they have in Japan there. They're very sort of tight, I guess you could say, on security. And that right there, that is a parcel box. So if I had a parcel come in, they would like enter the code and put it into that box. So I actually didn't have to go and collect it from the post office or order a redelivery like I had to in other apartments, and that's just the way it was. Okay, so that's the hallway. As you can see, it is very narrow, but this is key thing to about living in Japan. They utilize the space. So that is where they put the washing machine. That has a built-in dryer, but the actual dryer on Japanese washing machines actually pump in cold air. But I actually prefer this type of washing machine as opposed to the washing machines that we have here in the UK. It took me a little bit of time to work out how to use these washing machines, I can tell you for sure. Okay, and this is my little hob, sink, and kitchenette area. It was very, very tiny, and an apartment that I lived in much later actually favored the kitchen quite fairly with regards to how I lived. But this was what I got at the time. So it was a double hob and your sink. There was, oh yeah, this one had no place to actually drain the dishes off. Actually, I remember now. I've forgotten about that. But yeah, nice little storage units, plenty of space to actually store your stuff, but no drying area, which was a bit annoying. I had to buy something to actually stand the stuff on to dry, but okay. Microwave supplied, a fridge supplied, good area to put it in. I don't know what that was on the top there. I've forgotten actually. More storage. Oh God, I completely forgot about that. Wow, I forgot parts of this apartment. What? Okay, so this is the bathroom. Now this is actually a rarity in Japan, what you see right here. As you can see, I have a toilet. Very good. And if you actually just wait for the video to move around, I I actually have a separate shower room, and that is a rarity in Japan. Now, let's just talk about this toilet. This is a high-tech toilet. It's got a bidet and a butt cleaner, that kind of thing. So it was a high-tech toilet, and it had one of my favorite gadgets, and you just flush it and they recycle the water and it comes out through the top and the water gets recycled into the bowl below. So it's really kind of cool in that sense. Okay, so this is the separate shower and bathroom. So it's a little bit like a wet room almost. And like I say, that is a rarity in Japan for apartments. It's very rare, but I actually got to have one, and the cool thing about this one was because I didn't have a balcony, so they actually set up a type of drying system in the room, to obviously in that particular room to obviously dry out the bathroom. But what you could also do is you could also hang your clothes up in that, and that dryer would also dry your clothes. Absolutely fantastic. This video was recorded back in the day when, YouTube only had, like, 10, 15 minutes max uploads. This is how old that video is. Oh, that's my TV on its little TV corner stand. Isn't that cute? Forgot how cute that was. So, I had a really, really big window, and this was so annoying at the time I was living there. I kid you not, right? I'll just pause that a minute. That was the most annoying thing, okay? So what they were doing, they were building stuff, it was building works, they were destructing stuff, putting things down, putting things back up, whatever it was they were doing. Now, no issue with that during the day, but there was I went to Japan to open up a load of schools, and one of the final schools that I opened up was actually in a complete different area. So I had to travel for 2 hours to this school. So I would be paid from 12 o'clock midday to actually travel. My manager managed to sort that out because obviously it was going to be taking up so much time. So I was paid to travel, and then I would prep the teaching room, sell the lessons, get the kids involved and whatever it was. And then I would do all the teaching and then I would begin the 2-hour journey home. But by the time I get back, it's 1 a.m. So, and then I've got to have dinner because I haven't had dinner, and that I'm eating at a main meal at like 1 o'clock in the morning, half one in the morning. And then I have to get a shower because I have to be up at 6 to get to my other well, the same job but in another place. So then so they would still be doing the work at like 2 a.m. and then it would stop but then start again at 5 a.m. So I was only getting through Tuesday through to Friday, about 2 hours sleep a night. It was that ridiculous. Anyway, let's carry on. This table, if I remember rightly, this table could fold down, but I can't remember. I think it does. All right. So what you're seeing right there, that is wardrobe and storage units. It's actually really quite a lot of storage for Japan. This is how they focus on utilizing, excuse that mess, utilizing space. I completely forgot that was there. I was so unashamed when I was there. So yeah, so I was able to pack everything in quite well, as you can see, so that none of it was over the floor. And I had all that extra storage space up there as well. Crikey. You could actually hang curtains up there as well so that you didn't have to look at it, but I never did. So going up, oh, that you press it. Am I going to press it? I can't remember if I pressed it or not, but it is a video link to outside. It's kind of like the ring doorbell ring thing that you would have had at the time, per se. It's the equivalent, basically. The sleeping unit is actually at the top, which was ideal because when my parents came to visit me, they were able to sleep on the space downstairs. So that mattress there is a futon. And up I go. It is a very small space, but this is over the bathroom. This is how the Japanese utilize their space. There is a guy, there's a channel called Tokyo Lens. He has all of this stuff about apartments and all of that. I recommend that you check out that channel. It's a fantastic channel. I actually kept that futon for years, and that blanket that you see over there in that corner is over there right now. That blanket is officially over 10 years old. So that is for your computer so that you can do your studying, or as you can see, there's a little aerial attachment there so you can do your TV work. And am I going to zoom out onto the space over the top? And that's what the space looks like from the top. I can't remember for the life of me what size this apartment actually was in the end, but very, very tall, very high, very well utilized space. The only pain in the butt I found about having the bed up there was, I was forget to close the curtains, and then I would have to walk back down, and it used to really bug me. So that was my first apartment flat in Japan. I lived there for about 9 months, I think, before I decided to leave my job and go and work as a head teacher in another school briefly before finding another school to help open. Um, I loved living there. It was a bit far out for me personally with regards to commuting. So when I found a new school to open, I actually found, well, before I actually found that school, I I moved to a place and then found the school that was situated very close by so that commuting wouldn't be too much of a problem. But yes, it was a great apartment. It was super cheap, super cheap. I saved so much money in that first year. It was a fantastic place to live. That's it for Keep It Positive. I will be back on Sunday with some Doctor Who stuff. I don't know if any news is going to drop, but I will be also covering Rose on Sunday as a review. So please do make sure, if you are here purposely for Doctor Who, specifically for Doctor Who, make sure you check that out. And you can also go and vote on the poll pages that I set up on my community tab. And that's all to do with Doctor Who. And I release regular posts on various things as well on my community page. I upload Sunday to Thursday at 4 p.m. and I also guest on the Scent Sphere on Sunday at 6 p.m. and on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. So please do go check him out. Check out Tokyo Lens as well. So thank you very much for watching. Remember to chat about it, don't shout about it, and I will see you on Sunday. Bye.